So you want to make a hobo stove. A hobo stove is something that the hobos cooked on, hence the name hobo stove. You will need a number 10, size 10 tin can. I think that's the size, but it doesn't matter. You just need a tin can this size. You can make them smaller if you want, but the bigger the better, seeing as you will be cooking various foods on the hobo stove. The hobo stove is very fuel efficient. Just very minimal amount of kindling and paper needed to get a fire and have it burning hot. Now this obviously isn't the hobo stove, this is a tin can. Now this is a hobo stove. This is a simple design of the hobo stove. I've worked with a few different types, and this seems to work the best and the easiest with the small amount of tools needed to create this. So all you're going to do, you could probably just figure it out by looking at it, but some people are too stupid. So you're going to take a knife like this with a can opener, any can opener will work, and you're going to go around the top and create these triangle holes all around the top of the can. That's pretty simple. Now on the bottom it's going to be a little different. What you're going to do is about half the can you're going to want to put holes on the bottom, and right in the middle of that you're going to want to have a big opening, and what that's for is when you have your kindling or your paper in there, you can light it easier from the bottom, and there will be less struggling involved in that. And the reason you're only doing it on half the can is because when you're working with a hobo stove, you're working with the wind also, and the wind direction plays a big part in it. So the way that works is if the wind's coming from this direction, it's going to be flowing through, burning hotter, burning faster. You turn it away from the wind a little bit and it will burn a little slower. So it's not super precise, but it can make quite a bit of difference depending on what you're cooking and how windy it is out. That will affect it quite a bit. And then that's how you make it, and I'll show you how to light it and create food and delicious dinner. Oh, also, you notice usually I have a top or a grate or a grill on the top, but I haven't found that yet, so I'm going to keep my eyes open, and I'm going to show you how to light it, and then at a later date hopefully I'll find something to put on the top. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to light the hobo stove. As you can see, it's a very small amount of kindling I have here. Like I said before, it burns so efficient that you need only small kindling. You can pick this up anywhere. I'm in Colorado at the moment, and there's a lot of pine cones. Pine cones will burn great, and once it gets to the core, they'll burn for a decent amount of time, and they light fast. If you're near birch bark, get any birch bark that you can. That will light quite quick. Dry, small kindling is key. Now, you don't need much paper to light a hobo stove. 2 or 3 sheets, but if you want to do it and be sure that you're going to light it, you can just fill up the whole can and put the kindling on top. So you place it in there, just like a pile in there, pretty simple. And then what you want to do is you're going to place the kindling on top of it just like you'd be building any other fire. Just spread it around the edges and space it out. One thing you want to do here is you're going to want to make sure a little paper is showing outside of this opening here, so that you'll be able to actually light it without burning your hands to little bloody stumps. So just put the kindling in there and you're ready to light. Now there's not much wind here, so the direction of the hole on the bottom isn't completely crucial to your stove at this point if there is no wind. And there, it's already going pretty simple. And as it burns down, all you do is feed it more kindling and stuff like that. And when you have the cook pot on top, you can set that to one side and feed the kindling through the top or through the bottom if your hole is large enough. And just like that, this stove is going good. And this is burning very hot because the wind is coming, or the air is getting sucked through the bottom and straight up through the top, and that's what's going to bring all your heat to whatever you're cooking. That's how you light a hobo stove.